The hair on the back of Rachel's neck stood on end. The air around her shifted, thicker, heavier. Her instincts screamed at her to move. She took a step back from the tree, muscles coiling in anticipation. Her eyes flicked to Lazarus. He didn't move, didn't blink, too relaxed. The wry smile playing at his lips, the casual ease in his stance, he wasn't caught off guard. He was waiting. Rachel's stomach twisted. "You did this." Her voice was a sharp blade. "Someone's been watching me in." Lazarus tilted his head slightly, watching her with quiet amusement. "I can't have you running off before we even get started. Besides, I told you, you cannot be on your own before the marking ceremony. Maybe not even after it." And he was only making sure nothing was out there. "I am here now, so that was him leaving." Her jaw clenched. Trapped. She hated feeling trapped. The pressure built in her chest, tightening like a vice. "You have no right." "I have every right." His interruption was firm, calm, completely unshaken by her anger. "You may not have chosen this bond, but it chose you, and I won't let you throw it away because you're scared. I protect the things that are mine." Rachel's breath hitched. Her nails dug into her palms. She wanted to argue, to lash out, but the words wouldn't come. Lazarus took a slow step forward. "You may not have a wolf, but you belong. More than you think." Her heartbeat pounded in her ears. "I don't want this life." The confession was bitter on her tongue. "I don't want to be tied down by rules and obligations I never asked for." Lazarus studied her for a long moment. He could have told her the truth, that she was already tied down, whether she liked it or not. That fate had written her name alongside his long before she ever spoke it aloud. But she wasn't ready to hear that, so instead he softened his voice. "Then break them all, tear them down. This isn't about obligations, Rachel. Not for me. It's about us, about what we could be." A shaky breath left her lips. She was unraveling, even if she didn't realize it yet. "You need a Luna with a wolf," she argued, but the certainty in her voice wavered. "A Luna that is strong and can fight by your side." Lazarus huffed a quiet laugh. "You? Weak?" He stepped even closer, the heat of his presence brushing against her skin. "I pity the fool who thinks that. Was it not your blade resting comfortably at my throat?" Rachel tensed at the touch of his fingers grazing her arm, but she didn't pull away. "We'll go to Los Angeles," he said. "Pack your things, then Wyoming. This will also give us some time alone, time for you to know me better." His lips quirked slightly. "You are mine, little mouse, and I like my little mouse." Rachel let out a breath, half a laugh, half something else. "Not time for you to know me better?" she murmured. Lazarus's expression softened, something unguarded flickering in his dark eyes. "I have known you all my life and waited for you for many lifetimes." The words landed in her chest with the force of a falling star. They felt like truth. Rachel looked away, swallowing hard. She didn't know what to say, so she did what she always did, deflected. "So corny," she chuffed. But her voice lacked its usual bite. Her gaze flickered back up to him, her voice barely above a whisper. "I'll tear your house down, you know." Lazarus smirked. "That would only make my life interesting." The air between them tightened, something unnamed stretching between them. Then, a rustle in the trees. Rachel's breath hitched. Lazarus turned sharply, his casual demeanor vanishing in an instant. Another sound. Heavier this time, deliberate. Too big for an animal. Rachel took a slow step back, her pulse hammering in her throat. Every muscle in her body screamed at her to move. Lazarus's hand shot out, grabbing her wrist. Not hard, but firm. A silent warning. Then, a scent. Wrong. The air turned sour, thick with something foul, rot, decay. It curled in her nostrils, sinking into her lungs like damp earth and dying leaves. Rachel's stomach twisted. She had felt eyes on her before, but this was different. This was ancient, primal, a whisper, not spoken, but felt. A breath curling against the nape of her neck. Rachel stiffened. Every nerve in her body screamed run. Lazarus's grip on her wrist tightened. His breath slowed. He heard it too. The scent of decay faded, slipping back into the shadows like a retreating tide. But not gone. Rachel exhaled shakily. What the hell was that? The forest had gone still again, but the silence felt wrong, too heavy, too forced, as if the trees themselves were holding their breath. Her pulse pounded in her ears. Lazarus? His eyes remained locked on the darkness between the trees. His body was rigid, every muscle drawn tight. Then finally, something old. His voice was quiet, edged with something she couldn't place. Not fear, Something worse. He exhaled slowly, deliberately. Then, under his breath, "A sign I've waited too long to come for you." Rachel stiffened. "What?" Lazarus didn't answer right away. His gaze flickered, calculating, weighing. Rachel swallowed hard, unease curling in her gut. "What does that mean?" His jaw tightened. "It means I was a fool to think we had time." A branch creaked in the wind, or maybe not the wind. Rachel turned sharply, scanning the shadows. "You think that thing was here for me?" Lazarus finally looked at her, and that's when she saw it. Not anger, not frustration, dread, a sharp, knowing dread that made her stomach drop. Whatever had been watching them, it hadn't just been observing, it had been waiting, and that terrified her more than anything else.